Thank you for clicking on the video. This is David Broadus, and I wanted to talk about something today about my webcomic, Mikey's Days Off. Check out my webcomic at mikeysdaysoff.wordpress. You can check out my comics there. I post it every week. Also post on Instagram, YouTube, X, even Substack. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about today was Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, the Galactic Patrol. They're bringing it back. Rerun, and it's not going to be bad. No refund. All right, I'll stop. But I'm excited for the new Galactic Patrol Dragon Ball Super anime. It will be coming out, I think they said this year. They're also going to be doing a reboot of the Dragon Ball Beerus arc, which was okay. But I'm more excited for the Galactic Patrol, because I'd never read it. I've made sure not to spoil myself on the manga. I'm excited for this new arc for Goku and Vegeta and his friends. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm a content creator. I create webcomics. I do comic strips every week on Sunday. And by the way, check out my newsletter on my website. You can get updates via email. But what I wanted to talk about is the nature of manga. And I was just doing some research in the last week or so, and I don't know, I got captivated by the idea of a long-formed comic strip. And I do mine short form, like I do comic strips. Now, there is a story with my comics, but each week there is a different scenario. Now, some of the stories may connect over a long period of time, but it still has that like Peanuts, Garfield comic strip type of energy. And I actually am going to stick with that. I like that. But looking into Dragon Ball, rereading it, I'm going to it inspired me. So I'm actually going to start my own manga series using my characters. Now, I did this a little bit. I did like longer form stories last year called Mikey's Origin. It was like a 38-page comic story. Comic stripped they were all comic strips, but they all collected into like one huge story. And I'm going to be doing that again, but I'm going to take it to the next level and make it into an actual manga. Now, I'm going to be starting this soon. You can actually check it out on my Patreon. And I'm going to start this next week, start posting pages, maybe make the first chapter free. And then afterwards, you got to join Patreon. You got to get behind the paywall, but that's what I want to try to do. I don't know, just the idea of a longer form story, because I feel like I have a lot of stories to tell with my characters. And with short form content, I will continue to do that. Don't get me wrong. But I think I want to explore more storytelling options with my characters. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. So expect more from Mikey's Days Off. Expect a manga. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be adjacent to the actual series, which is Mikey's Days Off, which will not stop. God willing, it won't stop. Can't stop. But that said, I just want to talk about that. I got inspired by the new Dragon Ball series that's coming out, but also by Akira Toriyama's work, his original work, Dragon Ball. And by the way, I think my series, as you can tell, just looking at the characters, it's going to be more akin to early Dragon Ball. Now, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be colored. It's not going to have color. It's going to have colored covers, but not like the actual pages. I don't got time for that. But the Mikey's Days Off, the comic strip, will be in color. So anyway, check out if you want to learn more about this, check out my newsletter. I'll update every 2 weeks. You can get updates on this. But yeah, stay tuned for Mikey's manga series. All right. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.